Welcome to the Grab the Map podcast, where we don't just look at it, we grab the map. This week on YouTube and on our podcast, I want to talk to you about my success formula. And this formula is something that I think almost everybody could take advantage of to level up no matter what business that you're in. I'm excited to talk to you today. Every week I get to talk to you about real estate investing, buying rental properties, finding deals, wholesaling, finding money, finding investors. I get to talk to you about things that I love to do. And I want to talk to you this week about why I do it, how I do it, and why I'm successful at it. I think you can be successful too. And I think that I get to talk to so many people. They email me at grabthemap@gmail.com. And when I talk to them, there's some things that I find in common. So I've developed this formula that I really think is very simple, and it can help you be successful at pretty much anything that you put your mind to. I'm sure some people have probably said these things before. I don't know if they said them in this exact combination, but I'm going to tell you three steps to being successful no matter what business that you're in, and I hope this helps you. Number one, get educated. No matter what you are trying to do, I want you to get educated about that thing. I want you to be the smartest person about that thing. When it comes to real estate investing, I want you to know all the terms, all the definitions. I want you to know why people invest in real estate. I want you to know some people that have been fundamental in real estate investing in history and some people that are very active right now. I want you to know how people make money, all different types of ways and tools and ways that people spend their time in this business. I want you to know whether you want a real estate license or whether you don't want a license. I want you to have an education. Okay? Get an education. You might say, how do I get an education? Read a book, listen to podcasts, jump on YouTube, do things that allow you to get knowledge. Find a mentor, somebody like me who coaches people to get started. If you get around my group, if you get around our mastermind group, there are people in here who just love to see people doing deals. It'll be hard for you not to grow your mind, your education, your knowledge when you're coming every week at 6 o'clock on a Monday night to the Grab the Map Mastermind Group. Get on grabthemapllc.com. Read some of our blog posts. Read some of our information. Okay? This is Grab the Map. And the first part of being successful is getting an education. Okay? Number two, make a plan. Once you've got all of the education, once you've got lots of knowledge in your head and in your notebooks and all of this stuff, I want you to make a plan. There's so many things that you could do to make money. There's so many ways in real estate that you could go. There's so many directions, and you know that once you have an education. Listen to our podcast. Go back. There's 20-something episodes at this point. We're on YouTube now. Jump back through the YouTube clips. Start getting an education. And once you get an education, I want you to make a plan. Are you going to flip houses? Are you going to wholesale houses? Are you going to lease purchase houses? Are you going to seller finance houses? Are you going to rent houses? I like that one. What are you going to do? What's your plan going to be? A guy I used to know, he used to say he would flip 3 houses and keep 1 as a rental. And that was his plan, right? He's been doing that for years now. Okay? I want you to make a plan for you. How much time are you going to spend? How much energy are you going to spend? How much money are you going to invest? How much energy, right? That is so important. How many hours a week can you really devote to growing a real estate business? Do you have the time? If you don't have the time, how much money are you going to invest with an operator like Grab the Map? If you don't have the money, how much time do you have to devote to getting experience? How much experience do you have? Do you have good credit? All of these things are a part of making a good plan. If you get educated and you make a plan, you're almost there. Number 3, hustle. You get educated and you make a plan, you need to hustle. And a lot of people think hustle means something other than what it actually means. Hustling means that you get out here and you make that plan happen and you do not take no for an answer. Yes, that means you do not take no for an answer. You knock on a door, you knock on the next door, you knock on the next door, you knock on the next door. None of them answer. You start making calls. You make more calls. You make more calls. You're not done making calls yet. You make that plan happen. No matter what, you can do it. And hustle. When you think you're hustling, look around to the people that are in your space that are successful, doing whatever it is that you're trying to do, and you hustle like they hustle. I take that back. Hustle harder. I meet so many people who say, oh, I work hard already. I hustle hard already, but they're not finding any deals. They've got the education. They've made a plan. They're not finding any deals. I guarantee you, you're not hustling as hard as you could. Oh, but I'm going on trips out of town and taking long vacations, and I'm spending time with every friend from high school that is also not grinding right now, but I'm hustling. I'm doing everything I can do. I want you to hustle. I want you to commit to your plan with fidelity. I want you to do it. Do it like there is no excuse you can make. If you want to have 100 houses, or if you want to flip 10 houses, or if you want to find 5 deals, if you want to find 5 investors, get on the phone, knock on doors, mail letters, put signs in the yard, tell your friends about you, start a YouTube channel, do whatever you need to do to make sure you reach your goals. Hustle. And here's the promise that I'll make you. If you get educated, step 1. If you make a plan, step 2. And if you hustle as hard as you can, like no is not a possibility, step 3. You will get farther than you think you possibly can. You will overachieve your wildest dreams if you make a plan, if you are educated before you make that plan, and if you hustle to make sure that plan happens. Look around. People are hustling. And if you don't have hustlers in your circle, you need to move that circle. That needs to be a part of your plan. Who's your network? What network are you going to create? If there isn't a network there, create a network. Remember, it's a part of not taking no for an answer. I am John Crutchfield, and I got educated. I'll tell you the story about how I got educated. Every day, I was a principal of a school, and I had to drive an hour and a half to work. And I got on my phone, and I listened to podcast after podcast after podcast. Didn't buy anything for a year. Didn't buy a real estate property. But I listened to podcast after podcast after podcast. I ordered books after books after books. I read books about sales. I read books about real estate. I read books about business. I read books about all kinds of stuff. I got educated, people. I got educated. Then I made a plan. And I could have made an even better plan. But my plan was to grow a business so big that people would have to deal with me. You know, I told people that. You might want to get with me now, because my business is going to be so big one day that you're not going to have a choice but to deal with me. You know, I told some banks that you might want to give me a loan now, because I'm probably going to be giving loans to all of your customers down the road. Hadn't made it there yet, but I made a plan. And my plan right now is to grow a business that helps people invest their money in ways that get them better returns than banks. and that leaves a legacy for my family because we're able to give and able to help causes that we believe in. I wanted to grow so big that my business is able to give away $1 million a year. Make a plan. And now I'm hustling. You see me making YouTube videos. You see me growing a business. You see me making a podcast. You see me buying a property every week. You see me talking to investors. You see me building other businesses and investing in employees. You see me building out a property management company. You see me flipping houses. You see me wholesaling. You see me buying apartments. I'm hustling. You see me making phone calls. You see me knocking on doors. You see me networking with older guys that have been in this business a while and new guys that have learned new stuff that I haven't learned yet. Hustling. Now, hustling doesn't mean you forget about all the people in your life that are helping you. Hustling doesn't mean that you're not working with your family, that you're not growing your family, that you're not taking time out to do things that you enjoy. But hustling means that there's 40 extra hours in a week that you probably have spent on the cell phone, on Facebook, watching TV, watching Netflix. There's 40 extra hours in the week that you're probably talking to your girlfriend on the phone, surfing the web. Use it. Use it. This is the Grab the Map podcast. We're on YouTube. I appreciate you for engaging with us. And this is where we don't just look at it, we grab the map.